GoOn is about, well, it's about a guy named Ryan King who I play, and he works in sports on the radio, and he has just lost his wife in a tragic way, and he gets forced to go to grief therapy, where he meets a group of very kooky people. Takes place a little bit in a sports world, but it also takes place in this grief therapy circle that is run by Laura Benanti, who's really funny. She plays Lauren, who runs the group, and they've just assembled a group of really talented, funny actors to be in the show. So it's fun. I'm excited. He's on the radio in his job. He's supposed to be sort of acerbic and like those guys on the radio, but he's going through a very difficult time in his life, and he chooses to be relentlessly upbeat about it, which, you know, of course is completely not the right thing to do, but it's a good excuse for him to be funny from time to time. And I also like that in this show they're not afraid to go to heartfelt, sort of sad moments as well. So Ryan really does play all sides of the spectrum in the first episode. And when I met with him about this show, because I'd done Friends with him for 8 years, he was on the show for 8 years, the only question I had was, have you become a jerk? Have you become a jerk? Have you become a tyrannical, crazy show-running person? And he said no, and I said, okay, well then I'm in. And it's great because he's a wonderful, he's very open, but he's also a good policeman, you know. So I'll come to him with a bunch of little ideas, and I'll whisper them into his ear, and if he likes them, they get in the show, and if he doesn't, they don't. So so far it's been really good. And he's also an impossibly nice person. I don't understand. Yeah, we're gonna be able to have some pro athletes on the show. I've already asked a few people, and they've said yes, and that's very exciting. And you know, I mean, the truth is, what I really like about this show is it can be unapologetic in its aspirations to appeal to men in terms of sports. So we can do sort of inside jokes and have some real athletes on and have some fun, because the rest of the show is quite touchy-feely. So we can really do some cool sports stuff. Yeah, we're really lucky to get John Cho to be on it. We asked him to do it initially. It was sort of this small-ish part in the show, and I think he had a good time and he wanted to do it. So now he's with us, and it's a really interesting relationship because it's the best friend. It's Ryan's best friend, and I just am excited because he's such a good actor. So I'm excited to play some great scenes with him. We had a really nice scene in the first episode. In the second episode, we have a bunch of scenes together. And you know, he's this like big movie star. So I don't know what he's doing, slumming it here, but we're very fortunate to have him. I think it's going to be an interesting relationship these two guys are going to have. And it's a very fun room to be in. Thank goodness, because we're in it often. Laura is one of those rare people who is very pretty and very funny, and just going to be a terrific part of the show. Well, it's good news and bad news for me, because a couple years ago I created a show for myself, and Scott Silveri has done a better job at doing that than I did. So that doesn't really make much sense to me, but this is a show I feel I really like it. I like what it's about. I like the character. I like that it, as I've said, like unapologetically is heartfelt and sad at some moments and very funny, and I just like what it's about.